Hi, welcome and welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Today, I thought we could talk about narcissists and social media. I thought of several points of interest regarding narcissists and social media, and you might be able to think of some others. If so, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to read yours, and I'm sure that it would help somebody else. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to narcissists and social media is that online is undercover. Narcissists can hide their identity, they can hide who they are behind social media handles and profiles. And we know that narcissists love to create all kinds of profiles. Another thing that I thought of is that narcissists like to use social media to stalk other people. And you might have come out of a relationship where maybe you're still on social media. And a lot of times your ex may in fact create fake profiles, many fake profiles, to keep tabs on what you're doing and to remain hidden, and also to compare and contrast how you're doing now versus how you were doing when you were together. And this could go for a fake friend, it could go for any relationship really. And also it's a way to assess damage done. Another thing to keep in mind is that narcissists will use social media to harass you and others. You ever follow somebody on social media who puts a post up, maybe it's a public figure, and they put a post up and they're like, it's either a quote or some kind of post that addresses trolls in their comment section. These are narcissistic individuals. A lot of times you may not think about that, and you may allow yourself to jump into an argument or be baited by someone who's bored and who is looking for some kind of validation or just something to do. And a lot of times when public figures or people who have a lot of followers, who get a lot of comments, are addressing the fact that they've got trolls in their comments and things like that, these are narcissistic or at minimum toxic individuals who are harassing them and their followers. Another thing to keep in mind about narcissists and social media is that narcissists will use social media to assess you. And this could work both ways, positively and negatively. If the narcissist is eyeing you as a potential target, say if they're a con artist or a scammer, or just even a predator, or someone who's looking to prey on people in the dating realm, they may use social media as a way to assess you. They may look at your profile, look at your blog, look at your website, to get a sense of who you are, what you're about, what your status is, so that they know how to move and how to find an in and potentially lock you down in some way, shape, or form. Along with that, another way that narcissists will use social media is as a way to con or scam people. There are a lot of fake profiles out there. There are a lot of people who are looking to hook people in with fake opportunities and fake businesses, and it's all a facade and an effort to hook people in and get them to give their money or to sign up for something. I know a lot of influencers who have large followings and maybe even have programs, and there are a lot of copycats that are duplicating their profiles on social media and trying to get customers to sign up under the illusion that they're this person who already has an established following and has an established profile. And some people are, if not falling prey to it, they're definitely noticing it, and they're letting the influencers know, hey, you know, I got contacted by this fake profile. But some people who don't know any better may fall into the trap, and that's what these folks are relying on. So something to be aware of. Another way that narcissists will use social media is for cheap attention. Likes, comments, validation. They'll even hang out in the comments here on YouTube, even in the narcissistic abuse community. Something for you to be aware of. People who you're interacting with, you're hitting the like button on their comment, aren't really who they pretend to be or who they appear to be. And you have no idea who's behind the profile. And they'll create tons of profiles and play a game with themselves. How many likes can I get today? Can I get the most likes out of all the commenters on so-and-so's channel? Can I top the list of likes? Can I get more people to comment on my post? And along with that, they may use tactics in order to draw the eye to the profile. They may cap shout. Really? You're on someone else's comment section and you're cap shouting? Like, why? They may use cap shouting and do an entire comment in capitals. They may use tons of emojis and create this kind of artsy comment just to be able to respond to something on someone else's post or channel or video or whatever the case is. And it's just cheap attention. Captive audience, cheap attention. And they'll blend in and say all the right things, say all the things that you would even in the comments section. Think about it. And pretend to just be one of many, one of the crowd, one of the many survivors. But really the motive is cheap attention. Who can pay attention to me? Who can I get to engage with me? Similarly, another way that narcissists will use social media is to find sources of supply. It's part of the fishing expedition that I've talked about before. And just like with texting and other means, they'll use social media as a way to fish for new sources of supply. Narcissists have to have a steady stream of supply, so they're not gonna just let the supply dry up and not have anybody to take care of them, to validate them, to sleep with them, to give them money, attention, to tell them that they're awesome, praise them, adore them. That's not going to happen. So they're going to use social media as a way to do that. It could be Facebook, it could be Instagram, it could be the online dating apps, it could be, you name it, private groups. So you want to be careful how you move on social media. Another thing that you need to understand is that narcissists are very image driven, and they will use social media profiles to present a specific image to the world. And it may involve a lot of makeup, a lot of filters, and other tricks and tactics to mask who is really behind the profile. Those are several ways that I thought of that narcissists will use social media, and areas where you can raise your discernment, especially as you interact with people online and just as you even post on your own profile. What can you do? You can, especially if you're looking to do business with people, you can do background checking, you can do fact checking. Also, you should not be confused. Things should not be confusing, chaotic, just like relationships with people shouldn't be confusing or chaotic. It should be very clear who and what you're dealing with, what they're about. Or you should be able to get clarity quickly. At the end of the day, however you choose to engage with people online or however you choose to do social media, just be mindful that it's a big space out there and that everybody's not who they say they are or who they appear to be. And one of the best things that you can do is to choose transparency over trickery. Narcissists will use social media for a variety of purposes. At the end of it all, the ultimate goal is to get their needs met, whatever they may be. And you need to be aware of that and to sharpen your discernment and to be mindful and cautious in the way that you move online and engage with and interact with people if you choose to do so. You're not alone. and you're not crazy. Know who you're dealing with, know who you are. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.